In today's video, we will be doing a quick get ready with me as I get ready for a solo date, and I'll tell y'all where I'm going later. Friend, hey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Sharena, XoxoSharena on the socials. If you are returning, hey friend, hey, how you doing? I already kind of filled my eyebrows and slicked my hair back with all intention to put a headband on with a dress, and that's just not how I feel today. That's not how I feel. So I think I'm gonna just keep on what I have on, and yeah, and just go from there. So I pressed record solely because I wanted to have this conversation about the it girl trend, as well as kind of like partnered with a feminine energy conversation. So I was watching some videos on YouTube recently, per usual, and I've watched videos previously about, you know, it girl, becoming that girl, however you want to phrase it. Everyone's really pretty much taking the same phrase, saying it one way or the other, but I realized that everyone's like how to become, it's pretty much the same. It's like the same things. Get up early in the morning so you have more time in the day to get things done. Work out early just so you get that out the way, plus it gives your body more, it's supposed to give your body more energy. Eat healthy, read, always work on yourself and invest on you. So that's the whole it girl, that girl trend. Then this week, I don't know why, but this week I became like so interested in the feminine energy topic. So okay, I started watching videos on YouTube once again, because YouTube is where I go for research. And I know I could go like get some books, especially because Barnes & Noble has, like, I think all books or select books 50% off. This would be a good time to go buy some books, right? But nah, I didn't do that. I clicked on YouTube because I was working and listening to videos, so it was like two birds, one stone, and that's pretty much how I like operate. Any other day, this is me. This is how I operate. I'm not gonna change anything today. So I'm watching videos on like femininity and feminine energy, what it is, what it isn't. What bothered me the most is the first few videos I watched. It seems as though we are putting out the information that feminine energy is how you get a man, and the feminine energy is like the reason why we have it solely is for the benefit of a man. And I refuse to come into agreement to believe that that is why I have feminine energy. Honey, can't be. And it might be like a hint of a reason, but it's most definitely not the whole reason. Absolutely not. I don't agree with that at all. So it took me a lot of videos to go through, basically like all week. So that I could come to this conclusion. This is the conclusion that I came to after watching all those videos. I am feminine. I exude feminine energy. I watch all of the videos to realize I already do this. Like, this is my life. I think that, and the reason why I brought both of those trending phrases up is because we're giving these things names, but honestly, I guess you gotta kind of give it a name so we can call it, or we can speak on it and discuss it with others. But I already do these things, and then I realized, like, 9 times out of 10, all other women are probably doing the same thing as well. You know, okay, so some people would discuss feminine energy in the sense of, like, how you dress and it being an outward appearance. So you don't wear dark clothing, you wear more of lighter pastels, as well as you wear your hair a certain way, you get your nails done, you pamper and take care of yourself as a woman. Basically, you make sure you smell good. But when it comes down to it, I just realized, like, I do a lot of this stuff. Like, you let a man open the door. Sure do. I agree with letting a man be a man, because I don't care to be the man in a relationship. Just don't care to. When I tell you that is draining, I don't care to. And I also realize that sometimes the way that feminine energy is discussed in a way where it comes off like women are weak, and I don't really agree with that either. So who I like to listen to, and I'll link her name below because I don't really remember her name, and I don't want to just say it all wrong right now. I want to say her name is April. I feel like her name is April. But I'll link the specific video that I can give y'all as an example below. And I love that I do believe she is like a feminine energy coach. And she was the one that said in this video, because I didn't know of this beforehand, but she said that women have there's different styles of feminine energy, and some women exude like that queen energy. So when I was watching other YouTubers talk about feminine energy, they made it sound like it's like you're very dainty, but the way they explain it in a sense kind of makes it sound like you're a little weak. And maybe that's not what they meant, but like the way they kind of explain certain stuff, it just came off like, I can be a woman, I can definitely exude feminine energy, but you're not about to play with me. You're not about to do that. That's what we're not doing. So I'm just kind of thinking, like, I guess maybe I exude more queen energy. Like, you can take charge, you can get things done. You're not gonna just sit back and let folks walk all over you. I mean, I don't know, maybe your girl is out here exuding warrior energy and don't even know it, but I just personally feel like I'm here for the feminine energy, but I can't get with everything that's being taught, which is fine, because some of it may not really specifically be for me, and that's okay too. So I bring up this conversation mainly so that, I mean, if you're interested, that you will look into these things as well. So what did I find? You may ask, what I found in this research of mine is that I had to pull it back up. This was being feminine is just being. So just being in the moment, just being present. Is also, instead of being so much of a giver, that you're a receiver. I heard that one a lot, and I guess I never realized how much women struggle with receiving. And I don't think I struggle that much with receiving. Like, if a man wants to open a door, I'll let him open a door. If someone gives me a compliment, I simply just say thank you. I guess I don't struggle with receiving to the point where, like, I know some people just don't like it. So if someone gives them a compliment, they find a way to give that other person a compliment rather than just receiving. And sometimes we struggle, oh, you know what? This is where I struggle with receiving. I struggle sometimes with men doing certain things. So, like, my man will say, I'll do X, Y, and Z, and I'll be like, no, I got it. Especially if it's something small. If it's like something small, no, I'll pay for it. No, I got it. And I guess now that I think about it and I'm talking about it out loud, that's probably where I struggle with. Like, I'll allow him to do big things, but when it comes to smaller things, it's like, no, I'll just do it. And really, no, I should just let him do it. Like, regardless if it's $10, if it's just buying a few things at the store, like, I'll just buy it myself. And I guess I just need to start doing that. But my thought is, like, it's not, $20, $50. It's $10, so I'll just buy it. No, I should just let him spend his $10, huh? That's what I probably should do. I think sometimes the person you're with will affect how much you can step into your feminine energy. Some men don't allow you to be that much. Like, my ex was so independent. He was in his masculine energy, definitely, but he was very independent, where he felt like whoever he's with should be just as independent. You shouldn't need him. So, I mean, like, if you need him, you need him. But if it's certain things, you shouldn't need me for. You should be able to do that yourself. And the man I'm with now is not like that. He is very much, if I can do it, I'm doing it for you. And you don't necessarily have to do everything, right? Like, you don't have to be Superwoman. You don't have to be. And that was one thing that we struggled with towards the beginning of our relationship, because I'm always in Superwoman mode. And he's just like, look, let me be the man. He said that to me one time, and I was just like, oh. I didn't realize I wasn't allowing you to be the man. So when he said that, I just kind of like, shut up. You got it. You do it. I ain't got to do it, honey. I ain't got to do it ever again. And I think we was talking about cleaning the windshield. It was like snow on the windshield of the car, and I think I was about to like grab the windshield cleaner, and I was about to just clean it real quick, because it wasn't like scraping, it was just like brush it off. And he was like, I'm the man, let me do it. And I was like, don't shoot, my hands are up, don't shoot. I didn't know, I didn't realize, I'm sorry. So now that I talk this out with you guys, I realize that I guess that is probably where I could work on receiving in that aspect. I don't know, I was raised so independent that it's just like, If it's for me to just, if it's something I can just go do, I'm just gonna go get it done. Like, I'm not gonna sit around and wait. I'm just gonna go get it done. And I think that's just something you have to discuss with the person you're with to see, like, how are they? Are they okay with that? Are they not okay with that? But if you're not okay with that, but then you, as a man, you don't in turn get things done yourself, that's never gonna work for me. Like, don't have a problem with me taking care of stuff and getting things done, knowing that you probably weren't ever going to get it done yourself, or you were going to take way too long to get it done, and now we're past deadline of getting things done. Me and that person would never, we wouldn't work out. It just wouldn't work out. Anywho, what else was there? There was being present, just being, really she just said being, but being present, living in the moment, being protective with your space, which I have always been like this. I don't know if it's because I'm a Cancer. I don't know. I've always been like this. Even like my room growing up was my room. I reorganized, I redecorated, I deep cleaned. Like, my room was like my apartment. So one day you could come in and the dresser's here and the desk is here and the bed is here and the TV's here, and a few weeks later, I don't like that, and I will rearrange the whole thing. And my grandmother allowed me to do this. And she knew that, well, as long as it was clean, like, she didn't care. I don't care what you do, as long as it's clean in here. And she never had to say anything because my laundry stayed clean, my room stayed clean. I mean, it just may be flipped and reorganized every few months, or probably like winter to spring, but I was really good with keeping my apartment, keeping my room like an apartment. I would light candles and everything. Like, you could not tell me that room was not. That was my home. That was my space. That was my sacred space. And now I'm the exact same with my home. Being an adult didn't change anything. I act the exact same way. I take care of my space. I do not care for any and everybody to be in my space. If I don't like you, your energy, no, you won't be over here. Not at all. I like to keep my room clean. I mean, my house clean. It's clean to y'all. It don't be clean to me. It be clean to everybody else. It don't be clean to me. Like, clean is like spick and span to me, and that's not what my place look like to me right now. So I don't feel like it's clean, and that's solely because I didn't like sweep and deep clean the carpets. It gets that deep. So, like, if everything ain't clean, it ain't clean to me. That's just how I feel. But yeah, I've always been like that. What else did they say? Another thing they said is being emotional. Like, I'm emotional naturally. I'm a Cancer. I'm emotional. But I do believe, like, how it was explained is like, be emotional, but like in the moment. If you feel something, like, go journal, go write it out. Like, if you're feeling something, go handle that. Like, it's not feminine for a woman to feel something and then, like, nothing happens with that. Like, you don't you just kind of like push your emotions down. That's not really a feminine thing. For us, we have to be emotional and release it. But that doesn't mean you have to sit there and cry on the phone with everybody. That just means, like, you take that time to let it out and release it however you need to, in a healthy manner. So for me, sometimes emotion comes out as being pissed off. That's the one thing let's just go ahead and debunk that myth. They always say that cancers always cry. No, honey, cancers are the ones that will like go from 0 to 100 real quick. That's because we're emotional. We harbor our emotions. We feel a lot of emotions. Some people will just cry, and then some people will just cuss you out, and then other people will just swing, and next thing you know, you have a black eye. So I don't, like I said, I don't think I have an issue with that, but I don't necessarily, the more I get older, the more I realize, like, if I'm feeling something, to just hold it for my own time, because I honestly don't think everyone should be trusted with your emotional moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna have an emotional moment and break down and really talk to someone, I don't feel like you should do that with people that are gonna turn around and try to throw that in your face the next time something happens. So if that's the case, I'm not going to, and a lot of times because I'm so protective of me, I don't release that. If I feel something, I'll keep it to myself. I'll deal with it, between me, God, and my journal. We'll work it out. But I'm not going to always be emotional with any and everybody, because some people are vindictive as hell. That's why. To just go right into the next one is to be intuitive. And sometimes I wish I wasn't as intuitive as I am. Like, why was I created this way? Yeah. And the next one is focused inward. And I do believe that's the same as like being emotional, like having that time to focus on you. I know one girl was saying self-care and making sure that self-care is mandatory and it is in your schedule, and you do make time to self-care just to take care of you. And me personally, I don't feel like maintenance is self-care, and I'm starting to see a lot of people are, and I guess it depends on you, because sometimes getting your hair done can be self-care, because I can't wait till my appointment next week. But I don't really feel like maintenance is self-care. Getting a wax to me isn't self-care. Like, it's torture. It's not self-care. It's maintenance. It just hurts. Just making sure you take care of yourself and focus on you. Focus on your body. Your body will let you know, like, what's going on. What you just ate, I ain't like that. Now your stomach hurt. But you just keep ignoring the fact that that cheese is tearing your stomach up. And taking care of you and just focusing on your body. Making sure you have doctor's appointments. You're going to those dentist appointments. Focusing inward. Focusing on you. Right here. You only got one body, baby. You only get one. You don't, you don't have like 9 bodies. You do some of this one, you go pick another one. No, ma'am. You only got one. You got to take care of this one. And also, I did see be collaborative, and that one I'm still trying to navigate and figure out, like, what do we mean by this, and how do we, like, I understand men are more I guess more independent, so women would have to be more collaborative, more about us rather than just me. But me personally, I would have to figure out where that fits for me in my life, basically. But yeah, that's just a few of the things that I found when it came to like doing this feminine energy research. I just personally think that a lot of this is already incorporated into a lot of our lives, and we just don't even realize it. It's just that there's now a phrase put on it, so it makes you like, what is that? And it makes you look into it, and I'm kind of glad I did. I feel like there's more to it than just that, than the things that I found. Some things were more external, about how you look and how you present yourself, and then some things were more about practical. There was some good practical steps of what things would be listed as, or would fall in the category of feminine energy. There is another side of it. There is dark feminine energy, and I wasn't about to go deep into that one. I almost clicked and I almost went down a rabbit hole, but I was like, nah, not today. Not today. I just wasn't trying to go down that route. They kind of throw that a little bit in one of their videos where they were saying like you have to figure out your dark feminine side so that you know, like when it comes out, you know and recognize and you know what's going on with yourself. So I get it, but I just didn't want to go that far down the rabbit hole. The girl was saying her dark energy, or her dark feminine energy, dark side, whatever, was like when people, basically if you piss her off, she just kind of like is done with you. Like we could be cool 1 minute and then you just don't hear from her for like a month. And honey, when I say that's me, that is me. And yeah. So therefore I didn't feel the need to go no further down the rabbit hole because whoo, that was all I felt like I needed. There's actually like videos on dark side, but I just was like, nah, B, I'm good. If that is you and you want to go down that rabbit hole, please, let me know. Come back and let me know what you found out, because I won't be clicking the videos, but I'm okay with somebody coming back and let me know what they found. I'm okay with that. So like I said earlier, I was getting ready for a solo date, and I should have really put some curl pudding on the back of this ponytail, but I really just don't want to. I really just kind of don't want to, but I probably should. Like it's just like a little cotton puff, and I probably will. I'll probably do it before I walk out. I am going to a place called Pinspiration, and it they have these DIY classes where you can do all different kind of things, and I chose to do, what did I choose? Oh, the charcuterie board. You can, I do believe you can decorate and design your own charcuterie board. And I was like, oh, well, that's cute. That's a cute little idea. And I've been feeling the need to be artsy. I think that was also in someone's video about femininity also. About like being expressive, artistic. Like for some people it's cooking and baking. For me, it's more doing things with my hands, painting, bedazzling, like just if you are that type of person, to make time to tap into your creativity or your creative side. So that's what I'm doing today. You have to make a reservation. So I already reserved for 5:30. I do believe I have a little bit of time, and I don't think it's that far from here. Actually, I should go find out. And I just have on this black tee and some shorts because it's like 85 degrees outside. Hopefully it doesn't cool down too quick on me, but yeah, that's what I'm about to go do. And as long as I can record, I will gladly bring y'all along with me.
I need you in the morning, but I need you now. Yeah, I find why I give you what you need. I know what you like. I feel it coming. Tell me something, yes, that I try to need you. But I need some lessons. I need to give it all. I got to live, but I can't. I don't know why you're the one. Turn me out of my mind. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body. Say not me the mess of my mind. And not me the nigga free of my mind. Say your body talk to me nice. Say not my love you didn't need for your life. Yeah, our love no be like. Say how we do together, yeah, day and night. Yeah, if I leave you go quiet. Yeah, you could leave, I'm struggling your body, baby. Loving your body, baby. As you're whining your body, baby. So crazy. Loving your body, baby. Girl, you want it to me. I just wanna let you know. Oh, every day. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body. Hey, baby, everybody's the same. No one loves you like that. No one wants you the same way. Up till the morning, my one put down from your loving. I just wanna get you beside me. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all you. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all. Make I give you all you need. Every touch you need. Give you all. Make I give you all you need, baby. Yeah. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. Yeah. Only you feel on my body.
So the first time she mixed up my mixture for paint, and then now I'm doing it, and it does not look the same.
45 hit me caught it now miss me finger move swift me gun them now stick cover them sick miss me I'm in a kill two of them up in a this 45 hit me caught it now miss me finger move swift me gun them now stick intellectual murder people edition a campfire full of gun like Remington fully charge up big up a kill a man ratty gang for me gang pussy run up in your man make your man up body up his up and no heart attack in a head back like sponge up, put the wrist back. Mother belly company when me let me stamp. How you know about gunmanship? Gonna feel it from them started. Babylon staying town in the fine for gun for medicine and your mamas. How you know about gunmanship? Gonna feel it from them started. Babylon staying town in the fine for gun for medicine and your mamas. You must be sick. And I 17 la drop in a this 45 hit me caught it now miss me finger move swift me gun them now stick cover them sick miss me I'm in a kill two of them up in a this 45 hit me caught it now miss me finger move swift me gun them now stick Rock Spanish town Babylon Crypto Uptown Gunsmith No Rattidia.
Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fit. Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease. just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. Listen, you've been missing since 2016. Squid at me 150. You know that's my sis. And when she speak, I listen. She swears you're my missus. I say we think different. I see.
Now my date is over. It went really, really well. My charcuterie board came out very, very nice. I was a little nervous, but you always gotta trust the process. They do have an option where you can add words. So she was saying like, do you want to add words to it? And I thought about it and I was like, nah, I just kind of left it how it is. I just kind of like the plain look. Yeah, I feel like I need to put some type of coating. I feel like I need to put some type of coating on that board, but traffic was getting thick because the dream car cruise is going on, or it was getting ready to start or something, so street was shut down. So she was thinking how I was thinking. We was both thinking the same, like time to get up out of here. So I didn't really put a coating on it. I think it'd be okay regardless, but I can. And honestly, I have art stuff at home, so I wasn't really pressed. But the board came out really well. I'm really happy with it. I cannot wait to use my charcuterie board. Don't know what I'm using it for, but you know, I just want to go on an artsy date, and I did that, and it was nice, and I was treated well, and it was an amazing date. So now I'm about to eat and get into my show. I think I'm gonna go ahead and watch that show on HBO. I'm gonna go ahead and get into that now. And if you made it this far, girl, click that subscribe button so we can be friends. I mean, I'm already your favorite YouTube friend as it is, so just go ahead and click that subscribe button, and please help me out by clicking the like button so other people can find this video, and hopefully it'll motivate them to start going on solo dates as well. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. See you on the next vlog. Bye.
Right now, I'm not at night.